Arguments against secondary vaccine trial. First, a secondary vaccine trial withholds the vaccine from people in the control group that needs to be immunized. Second, is the deprivation of the proper treatment will affect the marginalized populations of the society. And lastly, is maintaining a control group might limit the effectiveness of efforts to contain an epidemic. In contrast, proponents of secondary vaccine trial presented 5 strong arguments. First would be concerning the relative efficacy of the existing and candidate vaccines. In some cases, the existing vaccine may confer immunity to some but not all individuals. Thus, there is a possibility of efficacy of the secondary vaccine. Second, the length of immunity. If the duration of immunity of the existing vaccine is too short, a secondary vaccine may justify its creation. Third, is the reactogenicity of the existing vaccine. That is how likely it is to produce an adverse response and symptoms. A candidate vaccine with potentially reduced reactogenicity may present an improvement in terms of its benefits to the general population, realizing the principle of non-maleficence. Fourth, is the consideration of the convenience related to the use of the candidate vaccine that make it an attractive option to the existing one, such as storage capacity, easy to administer, and limited doses to name a few. And lastly, the consideration related to the production and distribution of vaccines. So where does our group stand on this ethical debate? The team agreed that careful research and deliberation by scientists should be done to determine the ethical legitimacy of secondary vaccine trial. The relevance of its potential is rooted in the fundamental goal of improving patient outcomes. Scientific strategies. Trials of a secondary vaccine should be supported by robust theoretical reasoning. Political strategies. The government must invest in procuring robust vaccines prior to and during outbreaks. The government should facilitate licensing agreements between multiple manufacturers. Political strategies. Pricing should be regulated, and there should be international collaboration. Social strategies is to protect the vulnerable human resource subjects by providing compensation to trial participants, sharing financial rewards to communities. Consent is obtained in a culturally and linguistically appropriate format, and focus on the health needs of all groups.